we go. Here we go. 70 Lion. Ready? Shut up. Shut up. Set. Cowboy 80. Go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready. Set. 70 Timber. Let's go. Let's go now. Down. Let's go. Ready? Come on. Set. Set. Ready? Go. Ready. Here we go. Hawk 70. Ready? Shut up. Bronco 80. Let's go. Shut up. Set. Cowboy. Here we go. Set. Ready? Ready. Set. 60 Eagle. Go. Let's go now. Ready. Down. Ready. Let's go. Come on. Set.
following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the visiting Titans. These guys losers their last game, hoping to reverse that here. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. One sideline, look at the head coach of the visiting Titans. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His side also a favorite in their conference, so a possible... Looking to throw right away. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I'll throw it. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can you make offensively?
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Back now, pressure coming. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They're throwing it. It is caught left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 19 on that pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Walker on first down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. Escapes a defender. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Goal to go, they're passing. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, that kind of game may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on their next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. He gets 6 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Some much-needed breathing room acquired on that last play. They're set up at the 12. Throwing from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down, play action. Still going inside the 35. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. And they keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Headed out right. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
4 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Walker will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-0 lead. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thinking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
It's Walker on the option. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And he has enough room to gain about 4. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's the throw. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll throw it here on first. Sends this to the end zone. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Third and 4.
He's going to throw it. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks first down.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
At the 10-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Seahawks, ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
To throw here on first down. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. He found some space. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. They go play action on first down. Buying some time right. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So 20 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. They'll go play action. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Jackson, Smith, and Jigbo with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete. And now they're facing 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. What a play on 3rd and 13. And this drive will indeed continue.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing it again here. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
As the open man downfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down.
Going now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. First and 10 from the 32.
32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets this to Fant. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Trying to throw this from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Heads out on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
This front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Drive begins with a walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. It is caught left side. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Buying some time left. On the run, deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
To the air on 3rd and long. Gets everything he has under this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and... Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Walker running to the right. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 23-yard line.
This is Walker on second. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, you got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. More than 24 yards on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Back to throw now. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, Kate. It's been tough. When they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Working on first down. Going all the way to the end zone here. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw here. Walker holds it in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And they'll throw 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes... The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Rolling from the gun here. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Seahawks, first down.
He takes off with it. Shoots another one. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10.
Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
They're going play action. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the 4th. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. It's a win for the Seahawks. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.
60, Panther 60. Ready? Ready? Let's go now. Go. Set. Ready, ready? Set. Set, go. Here we go, set. Hut, hut. Let's go. Set up. Set up. Hut. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Ready. Set. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Set. Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18, go. Down. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready. Let's go now. 70 Timber, let's go. Set. Hut, hut. Ready. Set up. Set. Hut. Here we go, set. Ready. Let's go. Ready. Set up. Go. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go. Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut. Set. Ready. Bronco 80. Set up. Down. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hut. Let's go now. 19. Ready. Set. Ready. Ready. Go.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. On the away sideline, that's Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks. These guys continuing to play at a high level, and they've won 7 of their last 9. On the other side, the head coach of the Rams. These guys coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them because of that. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10, looking to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing it again here. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
Let's go.
Sticking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. A 28-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. He's dropping back to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. And this defense may sit in the bottom half of the league, but, hey, an early reminder there. It can't take them lightly.
That's right. Where they rank is only enough.
Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. He's going to throw this one. Forced out to his right. He calls his own number again. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe. You push a little set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's... Seahawks ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Throwing now on first down. He rolls to his right. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. He ends up out of bounds, but it's behind the line. That is a sack.
A loss of 3 yards.
Throwing it on second down. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Pass play on first and 10. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down from the gun. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll throw it here on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
He's going to throw it again. Working downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Dropping back to throw. Throws caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Throwing from the gun here. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pull out in front further, 13-zip. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Working on first down. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has this place buzzing.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore. Not the QBs of today. He's showing you the prowess he has with his legs as well.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Back to the line they come, second down. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be third and long.
It's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Walker hauls it in. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard. Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground. It's looking like an effective dual threat thus far. Throwing from the gun. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down.
Back to pass on first and 10. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he has this down to the 34. To get 22 out of that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down, Seahawks.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And this is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Dean.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Seahawks ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. So second and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This gets the first and more. There he goes again. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. To throw here on first down. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick.
Ready up. Let's go now. 70.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. He brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Walker does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down, at your own 1. Yikes.
And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive.
Ready, set.
Throwing now on 1st down. Called in left side. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. 1st down from the 42. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get the point. That's sack.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. That one stopped by Upton Stout. Time still to go here. This is second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Sticking to the air here.
27-yard
Here's a screen out for Walker. Still has room inside the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. They call pass on second and goal. Hits him on the in route. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain.
And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. They'll start this series with an option left. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. Took off with it again. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
First down, Seattle.
They're going to try and throw it here. A throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Walker off his own read. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
At the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They'll air it out on third. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. He gets a made on a good play there and also makes this decision time 4th and short. Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 29-yard gain. And that gives the Seahawks the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got...
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
It's second down.
Looking in the air here. Cut out left. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throw here, third down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more exciting player on the field. And he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, but not this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago, is it harder than ever to play defense right now because of all the rules and regulations and everything else? He said, oh, yeah, and throwing these dual threat quarterbacks, they're a nightmare as well.
Goes for a gain of just 1. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Back to throw. Arroyo on the catch. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
You know, they really love that trade because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First and goal. Here's Walker. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Setting up to throw. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let the...
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's going for it himself. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
It's now 4th down.
Seahawks ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Drive starts with an option, right side. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it. They did it a whole lot better that time.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. On 3rd down, Walker. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. We saw undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he's going to be stopped less than a yard from the end zone. Man, excitement all the way to the end. No time left. 0's on the clock. This game's over. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
Menu narration set to 100.